Hey guys, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today, if you see, I'm doing quite a few videos. I already have done three, and this is an extra video that I'm doing. Don't want to make it super long. I just want to talk about a couple of things that are going on, in my head for a while. So hopefully you're doing good. You are enjoying fragrances, and you are in good health. The topic that I want to talk about, first topic I thought of is like addiction for fragrances. This is a topic I keep talking about because we are all in this, uh, pretty bad. If you are in a fragrance game and you're a collector, you guys know this thing can go insane. It can cost you a lot of money. It can cost you a lot of time, as well as regrets, and also that blood rush. So it is kind of like a crazy world. It's no longer is like five fragrances in rotation. It's like people buy thousands of fragrances, spending God knows how much, people paying with credit card bills. You don't even know how much you spend. Maybe you spend more than your car on a fragrance, right? At times, when you look back, if you can actually add up, like where did all my money go, and you'd be like, oh, I could not have my Subway sandwich because I bought like a fragrance yesterday. Yeah, that's what we're talking about here. So yes, there are going to be good sides, there are going to be bad sides, but being in this game, I'm not out of it, I'm inside this game. So time is around 2:15. Let me talk about this a little bit further, and let me see if I can make some sense and you can relate. So I'm not going to say like, hey bro, do not be in addiction, do not be buying fragrance left and right, because I'm not the one who's following it, right? If I preach something, I have to follow it myself. Let's say I say do not smoke, guys, and I smoke like a chimney. That sounds like a joke. Let's say someone is a raging alcoholic and say, bro, trust me, when I have like lost few neurons or whatever you call the brain cells, and I think it's not worth it. God is watching, Jesus is watching, and you are the one. You talk about people going to church, and you are the one who's like always passing out in the the behind the club or bar, wherever. You're like, oh, what day is this? If you are that person, you shouldn't be preaching, right? So St. Patrick's Day, people drink, right? Happy. But I feel still within all this, there's scope of talking. Like if we talk about, is no harm. But maybe this is a food for thought for you. Okay, this is what I feel. Uh, Anything in life has to be done in moderation. This is what our religion teaches us, and I'm not very religious, big on religion, but I really can see, if I can follow a little bit, let's say food consumption. Okay, one example, I eat a lot of food, and I eat, like, because I'm diabetic, I always get hungry, and I'm trying to get better living, but it's not possible. So I am always craving for sugar food. I am like munching on snacks, fast food. But if you can eat in moderation, like let's say our religion says, you eat one third of your stomach should be filled with food, one third should be water, and one third would be air. So it has scientific effect. If you say, let's say you ate until here, you feel like you ate like all the way, you will feel like you are so stuffy, and then like you cannot breathe, and you feel like, oh good lord, I cannot breathe. That's not good, right? So similarly, let's say you buy anything, you do too much of anything, you do too much music, you do too much of partying, you do anything too much, you'll see end of the day, you'll feel it's not enjoyable anymore. It's rather becoming a burden, or impacting on your life. If you smoke too much, smoking in general is not good. Let's say you're drinking wine once a week or twice a week with your dinner, good for the heart, good for digestion, it keeps you okay. But imagine you're drinking from the 6 a.m. Okay, you are having Budweiser, like, man, yeah, there are times people definitely live that life, but once you realize your liver will start saying like "f you, man," and you start losing like energy, you start becoming diabetic, and you have kidney problem, you have to go 3 4 times to the loo at night, not a pleasant experience. So if you keep everything in moderation, which is very difficult to do, life would be a little better, they treat you better. Similarly, fragrances, if you end up buying, there's no limitation to this, there's no end to this. Okay, you might think, oh, this is the last one I'm going to buy, I saw that one, and I saw this one in this other shop, I ordered this. So you already have picked up five fragrances from five different shops. You already are in trouble. I'm talking about me. Um, let's say it's good as long as you're earning money. Let's say you're doing decanting or you're reselling, and your business is good, you're getting views. It's all good. But suddenly imagine everything stops. You don't get sales, nothing sells, you don't get views, YouTube is not paying so well. I don't know what's up with YouTube. Like last year or so, or the before, 2 years back, they used to pay quite decent amount. Nowadays, the earnings, even if you do 3 4 videos, hardly, it's like it's not worth it, I feel, at this point. Like sometimes that you work so much harder, but they don't pay you. If you're a YouTuber, you would understand the payment, the revenues have gone down. They're paying much less than before. So every month, if you get like 500, $600 less than what you used to make, it's a big impact. So what I'm going back to the perfume is that the addiction, it's there. So in different levels, sometimes you can do so well. 1 month you did not buy anything. Following the next month, you're like, I behave so well. Let me just pamper myself. And before you know, you spend $1,000. You know, so it's none of my business what you do with your own money, own time. It's you are an adult. But addiction of anything can cost you happiness, it can cost you mental peace, it can cause you fight with your partner. I know many people, married people, who have kids and then wives, they are really not happy about guys buying continuously perfumes. And if there's a sale, some of our brothers are going and spending big, credit card or cash. And some people are so happy and rich, they don't, it doesn't bother them. But certain people who are on budget, let's say their income is per month like 3,000 or $5,000, right? These people are supposedly doing well in the community, but imagine you spent one like 4/5 of the whole income on perfumes, and next month you do not have enough money to buy, let's say, clothing or a shoe or a watch you want, or pay your rental, so you'll have to sacrifice other things. So for me, it's okay when I sacrifice because I know what I'm getting into. Okay, let's say I was talking about sandwich or Subway. It sounds funny, but sometimes I do sacrifice good food to buy a fragrance so I can make this content. Maybe the whole the love of fragrance make me do this, but I do not recommend this for normal people. I know many people who do follow me and they think like, okay, he's doing this, I can also do this. I can do reviews, I can buy fragrance, I can get views. Very soon, if you start seeing that you're not getting the views, you can become very disheartened and you feel like all your time and money has been wasted. And I'm the one who's maybe other reviewers or influencers are at fault. It's not them at fault, man. Nobody keeps a gun to your head. The addiction in such a way that you get into this bad groove, okay, until you spend some money, not just perfume, anything. You don't feel good. 3 4 days has gone by. You did not go to the shopping mall. You start feel itchy like this. You feel like, what should I get? What should I go? And then I do buy other stuff to keep myself happy. It's a very bad addiction. It's like sugar. So it's a bad addiction when you have to depend on material things, right? But again, we are in this. So we are all guilty and we are the victims. But I would humbly suggest, if let's say you notice one thing that it's not going according to your plan, okay? It's not making you happy. It's not giving you enough business or benefits. You are actually losing up more loss than profit. Maybe think, oh man, if I don't have money, how I'm gonna afford this other things in life? How I'm gonna put petrol in my car? So keep that in mind. Keep a separate savings account, or like put aside some money every month, every day. Try to put like $10, $5, $1, whatever, and do not touch it. This is what I'm doing nowadays. Even little by little, I'm trying to save up. If you cannot save, man, you're gonna suffer a long way. Especially, let's say you fall sick and nobody's gonna take you to hospital for your treatment. Maybe you end up having a surgery, then you have to pay thousands of dollars, man. God forbids, man. I am having issues with my kidney, so I'm a bit scared. I don't know what's going to happen. Liver, kidney, these are very important vital organs. So if you sort of having diabetes and all these things, heart, everything is connected. So imagine you need some money for treatment or medication, you cannot afford it because you're broke. So you try to that time sell your perfumes. You cannot get good price on them if you sell immediately. This is reality, man. If you're trying to make some quick cash, many people say, hey bro, they'll try to bargain and they offer ridiculous cheap prices. Then you have to let go of your hundreds of dollars fragrances for very cheap. You'll feel so bad because you did not get the justice. Okay, so keep this in mind. When you play the game, is fun as long as you have balance of other things in life. Your partner, family, they are not complaining, is good. Second thing I want to say, and the topic that I have on mind is this one, and I'll finish with this topic, that do not worship people. Okay, and it's a very serious thing I want to share. Some of you who are Muslims, they'll say, hey, why are you saying such extreme like terms, like what do you mean worshiping people? We only worship God. I understand, but I'm not trying to say uh, it's something that, if I explain, then you'll understand. We usually do not worship. It's not like we're worshiping as God or anything, but sometimes some celebrities, like let's say singer or a player or an athlete or superstar, we become fan of them and we love them blindly. We buy their posters. We want like a autograph or a selfie, right? We do that. If you, let's say, go to a concert, right? and you see what would be a good singer. Hmm. A lot of singers nowadays, right? But man, nowadays I cannot remember. Anyway, you guys know, like let's say a singer, very popular, and you love her, but one point you actually get to meet her and you see that she's not a very good person and she's very rude and maybe she's not in a good mood, and then you want to take a picture, she says no, right? um, what's her name? And I'm trying to remember that tall singer, that girl. She's very pretty, but sometimes people say she is very rude. Anyway, so similarly with actors or players, I've been watching cricket game and I've been like getting very frustrated with our team, just like Pakistan or any other teams. When our team loses, we lose our mind. We get so angry and we bash them. We put so much of our head and time in this that we don't actually realize how much time we're wasting. I would humbly request, do not worship people in such a way that people are not really connected with your life. They don't bring you bread and butter. Okay, they don't bring you money, but you just love them blindly, and you just spend so much time and effort behind them, and you lose your mind. Basically, means like you waste so much time. Time is more precious than money, right? So I would humbly suggest that look at people as normal people. If you're obsessed with someone, definitely at some point you're going to end up with some uh, you know discouragement or dissatisfaction, and you're going to be disappointed because people may turn out not the way you wanted them to be. People are not perfect. Nobody is perfect. I do this work. I know that many people want to talk to me and then they get disappointed when I do not give them time. But I also have my part of life. I have my depression sometimes. I have uh, unwellness sometimes. I'm busy, I have work. So I feel sometimes that I have to put priority to my work first. I don't like chit chatting, sitting with coffee with someone and then spend whole day. I don't like that because I feel time is running out and I'm getting older, right? So in time, your time is precious too. So put your priority to work first, get them done. And if you have say time for other hobbies like gardening, your car, then do that, whatever makes you happy. But if you leave everything and you're obsessed with just one thing, it will not end up well. Even if it's, let's say, fragrances. I was talking about fragrances, or something that you really put, like you put so much time in sports betting, sports supporting, and your team loses, you lose your mind. You cannot sleep, you cannot eat, and you're in a bad mood, which I am right now. And you actually feel like, I do not feel I'm attached to my cricket team anymore. I actually don't want to support them because there's a lot of things going wrong, right? Political, like bias, or just choosing people who you like but they are not worth it, they are not good players, and your team loses, you crash out and you feel so frustrated, like how come my team used to be so good but they don't play so well? Why? Because of corruption. Can you do anything about it? Do they care about what you feel? You express your dissatisfaction, like we have our captain, cricket team captain. Okay, this guy cannot bat T20 cricket. He cannot play T20 cricket, and he just struggled every single match apart from one or two, but he could not win any game for the team. And you realize one thing, that this guy was selected by politics. He was selected by personal liking, not based on his merit. And this team is not really representing our nation anymore. Someone yesterday was dissatisfied when I put a meme of one of the Pakistani cricketer, Babar Azam. He's the captain. But they don't understand one thing. He said that I am quitting your channel. And I said, you can do whatever you want. I am not going to say beg you, come back, whatever. But realize one thing, more than emotion, more than religious sentiments, people just are driven by. It's more important to use your brain. See, when your team is picked up for friends, the captain has few friends, and you pick up his team, and your team did not perform, your country failed. Okay, and you support the team. I do support Pakistan team. I am a big fan of Pakistani cricket. But when I see them crash out, I realize what they're doing wrong. It made me very, very unhappy. So I think it's time to realize one thing: spend time on what is most important thing in life, and do not take life so seriously. You can lose a lot of things from your life. Mental peace, you can be high BP, you can feel, like you're not feeling well, and you'll be upset, mentally unhappy. Don't let this get to you, man. Take it easy. Fragrance game, sports, whatever happening, people in the country, don't get engaged so much. Leave some space in between. What is going to happen is, you're going to find, like, oh, okay, what's happening? It's okay, fine, we lost, it's a game. Okay, it's just a game. Nowadays it's not just a game, it's people fighting. If you if you're from this part of the world, it's like a war. The fans online, they spend hours cursing at each other. Hey, Nepali team, you suck. Hey, Indian team, you suck. I have seen people saying Virat Kohli. Like, I'm not the biggest supporter of Indian cricket all the time, because they do seem to act like a big mafia because they have the most money invested. But I respect guys like Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma when they play. Such beautiful cricketers. And if you are a racist and in general you're like all Indians are bad, all the Indian cricket is bad, and Virat Kohli is a lord, blah blah. The quality of this player, Virat Kohli, his fitness, his ability to play shots all over the, he is one of those players you can say form is temporary, class is permanent, and I have massive respect. I want India to win this World Cup for that reason, so I do support people when they're playing good, okay, and they're doing justice to the team. And I think Indian team is doing justice because they're bringing result. Our team, we cannot say the same. Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan, our team sucks, okay. This is the reality. So this is my humble request: do not get too engaged. And you are the one who choose to be at 6:30 in front of TV. Do not blame others. They did not force you. If you really enjoy something, take responsibility as well. If it loses, the game is lost. We can't do anything about it. I mean, this is what I'm realizing now. Even though I curse a lot, but I just realize, just take away yourself and invest your time somewhere else, right? Have a nice day. Thanks for watching, and do let me know how you feel about this topic. I think it's only worth it if you are attached to God and you expect something from Him. His invisible power, and He's unlimited. He's not like people. Maybe you'll be upset sometimes, maybe you're lost, but people may leave, God will never leave you. So if you're not a believer, it's fine, no problem, but try it. You see, make some changes, maybe positive changes. It will bring positive vibes in your life. Have a nice day. See you soon. Bye bye.